With that inhale, create a subtle lift and lengthen the spine. And with the exhale, allow your face to relax. Allow your collarbones to widen. Right? And allow tensions to drop away in long, steady rhythms of breath. That's it. Get that ujjayi sounding breath. One more cycle. And the next posture we're going to do is called pigeon. So bring your left leg back, Ashley, and your right knee forward. Right? Now, if you have a knee injury, what's important to know about pigeon posture is if your knee is healthy, she'll bring this foot as far forward as works for her to do in this. Right? And that feels about right. If you had a knee injury, you'd keep the foot more underneath the thigh. And you might even just stay on your hands. Yeah, show those hands down with your sternum coming forward and your right hip swinging back. Right? And this in and of itself can be a wonderful posture for somebody and a good way to heal the knee, the right knee, if that were a problem for her. But since Ashley doesn't have a right knee injury, she can bring her forearms down. And so what she's going to do with this is to create a platform with her forearms pressing down and drawing towards her to create some friction to draw her chest forward, her breastbone forward, and her right hip back. Right? So again, it's a straightening spine, forward bend. So naturally, she's lengthening her spine with this nice straight spine. And on her exhale, what she's doing is she's lowering her hips evenly. Again, if she wanted to, she could set a cup of tea on these hips. Well, maybe not because her spine's not quite flat. That's okay. But her hips are square. And what that's doing is it's opening up her right hip while she's keeping this nice, straight, long spine. Now, as she gets into this more and more, her breathing pattern will become longer. And as she gets openings, she can take her back leg and move it away from her a little bit and over towards me, over to the right, without moving this front foot. And what that does is it increases the angle in this front knee. And when she does that, her right hip is going to burn more. So naturally, as she does this and her hip starts to release tensions, every once in a while she'll move her back leg over to the right on this side, right? Drawing the sternum, the breastbone forward, and this right hip, this right sit bone reaching back. So not only is she opening up the right hip and the right hamstring, but she's also getting rid of, eliminating, working towards correcting any collapse patterns that she might have in the front of her spine. So for people who spend a lot of time sitting at desks or behind the wheel of a car or engage in other activities that have them slouching, it's important over and over and over again to create this lengthening through the spine, which she's doing here wonderfully, right? And so come on back up, Ashley. Come to a seated position here. Close your eyes. Breathing long and deeply. All right? Integrate the openings. I'm sure her right hip was burning intensely there as she was in the posture. And so just keep breathing and letting go of needing to figure things out, of tensions that you may have been holding in your body. And inhale. Bring your left knee forward, and let's do pigeon on the other side. That's it. She's bringing that foot over. And again, you can see she's starting with her hands down, right? Yeah. And drawing her sternum forward. And because, again, she doesn't have a knee injury, she can bring those forearms down.